And that is the subject of today. Starting again. Not everyone will understand your journey, but that's okay. You don't have to explain yourself to anyone either. There's going to be a lot of times in your life where you'll get to a crossroad and you'll think, hey, how did I get here? Sometimes it could be the actions of someone else, or just simply because you had to be there, right? And that's what life is all about. These lessons. You have so much to learn about yourself. This is so beautiful. I think the rain brings out a different kind of smell. It kind of awakens the earth, don't you think? It's just amazing. I just think it has a different kind of atmosphere to it. And then when the sun sets in, again you have another kind of scent that fills the air. So it looks like all the roots now are being fed with the rain, and there's it's restoring that nature that we so much yearn for. Isn't it amazing how nature works in so many ways? Hey, hello butterfly. And this is why we do what we do, is to just awaken ourselves. It is to go to those places where you feel you're going to be nourished, loved. And sometimes that could be in an environment that is not familiar to you, right? You're going to feel like that in so many moments in your life where you feel like you don't have a sense of belonging. But here's the thing though. One of the reasons why we feel like we don't belong is because our home here on earth is very temporary. We're not here for life. We're not here for an infinite amount of time, right? I mean, what is time? Time, relative, whatever you want to call it, okay? But the bottom line is we all know, you bring any scientist or physicist or whatever, they're all going to say that eventually our physical life here on earth has to come to an end. So the real question is, do you just crumble up and, you become part of the earth? You become just bones? And that's where your faith has to be strong. That's where faith teaches us that accountability is key in this life, and there is a resurrection. You have to come back, and that coming back, your soul is going to come back. It's not like unless Allah willed, your bones will come back. No, but we're told that our soul is still there. Our soul will still remain in the grave until it's time for all of us to be resurrected. Can you imagine that? Every single human being on the face of this earth, the beginning of Adam, right up until the last human being on earth. And yeah, we all have to face it. So think of all the kings, the queens, the many tribes from various countries, the people who caused havoc on earth, the people who tried to create peace or created peace on earth, who made a change. All these people are going to eventually come to know or be awakened from this resurrection. And it is as if they'll be shocked, like, What is this noise that has awoken us up? The trumpet, the blowing of the trumpet. And then there will be that fear kind of setting in, and the gathering of the people. And it's going to be a very hard day, and we all have to go through it. So I just want you to think about how you're living your life. Or if you're literally reaching the end of it, how did you live it? Is there anything you could have done differently? Maybe go and talk to older people, because you get a lot of wisdom from them. They'll give you an idea of what or how you should live your life. And most of the time you'll find that they will be in regret for a lot of things. They're going to regret how they treated people. They're going to regret how a certain event happened in their life and they reacted a certain way. They're going to wish they did more good deeds. That's going to be a definitely a factor, because that is something that we're going to so much need when we face our accountability. When our good deeds and all the sins are put on the scales, you're going to hope and pray that all your good deeds have outweighed all these sins. So there are a lot of things that you can do to remove those sins from your account. Praying, repenting, asking for forgiveness, not hurting people. You've got to think about this as well, okay? How do you want Allah to treat you? Now the answer to that question should, without hesitation, be with kindness, with mercy. Because of course His kindness, His mercy is above all things. How are you with other people? That's what you've got to ask yourself. If you are treating other people or mistreating other people, and you're probably doing this because you've either forgotten that there's accountability one day, or you feel like you want to go one up on that person. You're trying to prove your point, but honestly, it's not going to serve you. Because, like I talked about yesterday, words, if they are kind words, good words, then alhamdulillah. If they are words filled with hate, if they are words that have no good intention, then just know that they are only going to impact you. And at the same time, if you have impacted the other person, that is always going to come back on you as well. Because remember, this is about accountability. If you feel like you are entitled, or you feel like you're not going to be accountable, then of course you're going to do whatever you want, right? You're going to be this free spirit. You're going to want to live however you want, no rules, etc. But if you have faith, if you believe in God, if you actually believe in Allah, you won't do any of the things that you do today. So I want you to really think about how you treat others. Seriously, think about it. You know as well as I know, there's a lot of injustice out there in this world. And the earth, if it could speak, I think it would more than cry, knowing what it's experienced and felt. Can you imagine? So just as the earth will bear witness, so too will your hands, so too will your eyes, your mouth, your hearing, your feet, what they walk towards, your mind, every part of your body. Because it's in this physical world, it has experienced all those things. So when you face the resurrection, when you face accountability, you are going to stand there totally out of control. And your hands, your mind, your body, every part of your body will speak either for you or against you. So this is something we have to really think about. Let's be kind to each other. Let's get to a position in our lives where we can happily say that I tried. I tried with people around me. I try to be kind. And I hope and pray that Allah is pleased with me. And that's all you need to think about. You don't need to focus too much on what other people think of you, because they are not going to be in the grave with you. They are not going to stand there being accountable with you. You're on your own. You really are on your own. So this accountability I speak of is between you and Allah. Think of it as you being in a court. And who are your intercessors? Who are your lawyers? One of which could be the Quran. Whenever you pray, it will intercede for you. And there will be various other things that you did in your good actions, whether that's charity, whether that's feeding the orphans. And there are so many things that if Allah willed, they can be allowed to intercede for you. So let's make sure that whatever we do in our actions, that we make sure we build up a good team of lawyers. And when it comes to facing Allah, you can stand there and smile and allow all these things, all the good things that you did, to speak for you. And then there will be no fear. There will be no uncertainty. The certainty will be that you have gained your place in Jannah. And all this, whatever you're going through, whatever experiences, whatever struggles you face, honestly, it will be worth it. Why will it be worth it? I hear you ask. It will be worth it because of that home in Jannah, in heaven. And you'll only enter paradise by the mercy of Allah. So show mercy to others. Allah will show mercy to you on that day. Be kind to each other. Be just. Be honest. And let's not hurt one another. Nor should we judge. People are going through a lot of hardships. The last thing they need is for you to look at them and be judgmental. Because what you're also doing by judging is putting yourself on the same status as the only judge, and that is Allah. So that is like a low-key kind of shirk if you think about it. By you thinking you have that entitlement to talk about someone else in that manner. You're just merely a dot. We are imperfect. We sin. And Allah loves that sinner who constantly turns to Him, repents to Him, asks from Him. So are you doing that? Or are you just living a life full of hate? Are you just setting out certain times of your day to go on a hating spree? Right? What a life to live. What a life. And are you that same person who stands before Allah and prays? Yet when they have finished, they go and hurt someone. Isn't that a bit hypocritical of you? Let's not be of those who are hypocrites. Because we've had a lot of mention of those in the Quran and what's happening to them and what's happened to them. Let us be of those who want to dwell in Jannah. Let us place our trust in Allah right now and work for that place. That's all we want. You think about it. It's not about anything else. It's about pleasing Allah. And it's about wanting, yearning His love, His mercy, His kindness. That's all we want. We don't want nothing else. This life, everything within it, it's meaningless. It's worthless. These homes, these cars, these materialistic items that you hoard, they're nothing. I think a lot of things changed in me, even more than what was apparent when my mum left this world, when my mum passed away. It really opened my eyes. It opened my eyes to a different realm, to a different world. A world that is unseen to us, but we know we have to transition to it. We all have to go. I miss my mum. And there's not a day that is going to pass by I don't think about her. And it is their example that has been left behind, that we must also bring into our life. We should really do that. There's a squirrel here just looking at me thinking, what's this guy doing? I think it's listening to my words. Hi, hello. It's so close. Can you see it, guys? It's just come to listen to me. Hi. They also know who Allah is. They also know who their creator is. Don't you? You know who feeds you. You know who takes care of you. Right? You know. And it is these that also bear witness to your words. They listen. They're very attentive. They know their creator. They know they have to wake up every single day to go for their feed. Don't they? They know. You know, don't you? It's either deer or squirrels. This one's just chilling out. Hi. It's very curious, isn't it? Hello. I'm sorry, I don't have any food. But I'm glad you're here on my journey. I'm glad you're listening to my words. You came all the way from there. All the way from there. I saw you. And you just came to sit and listen to my voice. I gotta really check this mic sometimes because it has a mind of its own. Beautiful. Alright, let's carry on. See if I can spot more. You've seen the yellow ones, you've seen the blue ones. seen the white ones. I love these as well. I love the green. Chocolate green. These squirrels, when they're up there and they're calling on someone, it's like they sound like babies, don't they? I love this. Look at the shoots here as well. Some new shoots. Gorgeous. That's a new one, but I can't seem to get to that. There's an area here that has some really old rock. I don't know where they've come from. But yeah, looks like there might have been some sort of a man-made structure on this side. Some new shoots over there. Everything is coming to life here. Subhanallah. Check it out. Gotta love these trees. Not spotted any new ones yet.